Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about Git, Git extension and the GitHub. What is Git? Git is a version control system. First we will start download with Git. Search Git download in the Google and we'll get a link for Git download. And here I have a different types of OS with respect to Git. So I am using Windows. I am downloading this. It will start download. Once downloaded, I am start downloading Git extensions as well. Search Git extension download. It will come link, just click that and there is a download link, and here there are different versions, so you have to find what is your system version. So I'm searching here system information. So here you can find whether your system is Intel or ARM based. Mine is Intel one, so I'm downloading the fourth link. It starts downloaded. Then there is one more tool, kdiff3. The purpose of kdiff3 is to compare the files, what are the difference inside the files. So after searching this, click the first one and click the download link. It will start download in 5 seconds. Wait for 5 seconds and it will start download automatically. Now we have downloaded all three files, Git extension and the kdiff3. Now we will start install one by one. First we will start install a Git. Click next, and I will add a desktop icon. Then give next. Just change the your preferable editor. Give next, next. We can keep everything as a default one. Then give finish. Now we will install a kdiff3. Give OK and just agree the terms and conditions. Give next. Install and give finish. Now kdiff3 also installed. Then we will install a Git extension. Give next, next, and give install. So it will be installed in all the users. Wait for the installation to complete. Now we can give finish. Now we have installed all three softwares. Now we will explore Git extension and GitHub one by one. First we will open Git and Git extension. Now we will search pwd in Git. It will show the current path. Then we will give cd double dot, cd double dot, cd double dot. It will go 3 times backspace. And it now we are in the my PC and we are moving to directory D. Then we are moving to respective folders where we want to initialize our Git project. Now cd change directory and I'm moving to my first program folder. So now I'm inside my first program folder. Now I'm configuring my user. What is my username in Git? I'm selecting as a user one. Use the command as I'm using git config global user dot name and email as user one. This is to track the changes what you are doing with this user. Then you select git config and list. It will show your configurations. Then you give git init. It will initialize your project in your respective folder. This is your folder, my first program folder. So here it is initialized. So I will keep side by side so that you can see the differences. Now I will do one by one what are the changes happening if I am doing in Git. Now I will check the Git status in my Git. After checking the status, I will open in Git extension to see the graphical user interface of what Git is doing here. So I'm opening my Git project using open repository. So I'm selecting this folder and I'm opening the project. Now I'm using Git extension and Git in parallel so that we can see the difference here. So first I will create one new file. I will consider that as a file1.txt as a name. After the file is created, I'm checking the Git status. Here there is a file1.txt is an untracked file. So I'm checking same thing in Git extension. So here also it says there is a file which is untracked and it is modified and it is a new file. We can stage this file from here or in a Git bash. So if you stage here, it will come down. If we can unstage from here, Either we can do from Git extension or we can do it from Git bash. Now I'm using git add and I'm using file name file1.txt. So it will add a individual, it will stage a individual file. Now we can see here. Now you can see it is staged here. So I'm closing this. Now I'm creating two more files. Here I will keep name as a file2.txt and one more file I will create it as a file3.txt. Now again we are coming back to Git extension. So here we can see there are two files which is newly added. Now I'm opening git bash to add multiple files at a single command using git add space dot. It will add all the new files changes. So I'm opening git extension here and I can see here all the two files are staged here. Now I can, if I need, I can unstage here. Now I'm coming to git bash again. Now I'm doing a git reset space dot. It will unstage all the files. Now I'm coming to git extension. Now I can refresh this and I'm clicking commit. So here you can see from all the staged files, it will revert back to unstaged files using git reset dot space command. Now I'm using git add dot space. Now all three files are staged. Now I will open git extension. Now you can, now I refresh and now files are staged here. Now again I'm coming back to git bash. Now I'm giving git commit -m double apostrophe and I'm giving commit message. This is my first commit. Press enter. Now all my changes are committed to my master branch. Here you can see the user one. Initially I was configured with the user one. Now I'm using git config list. Here I can see my initial configuration user one and email as user1 at gmail.com. This is how the configurations will affect in Git. Now I'm using Git branch to check what all the masters are there. Then I'm checking Git checkout -b. I'm creating a new feature branch. So use this command slash. It will create a new folder and it will create my first branch and it will check out that new feature branch. This is what this command is doing. Then we'll give command git branch. It will show the list of branches. One is master and another one is my new feature branch. Now if I refresh here, you can see here both master and my first feature branch is there. Here in remote you can see master, under feature folder my first branch is there. Now again we will come back to git bash and we will create changes in my files. I'm I changed only in feature branch. Since we are in our feature branch, I want to affect changes only in my feature branch. So I'm changing one file. Now I'm running git status command. It will show the changes. The changes are in file1.txt. Now I'm giving git add space dot. It will stage the files. Then I'm giving git commit -m double apostrophe my feature branch first commit double quotes. Now all the untracked files are committed to my feature branch only, not in the master. Now we will run git status and we can see any changes is there or not. There is no change. Now we have two branches. One is master and another one is my feature branch. Let's learn about what is stashing. It is a temporary storage. I will open file3.txt and I'm typing just for stashing and I'm saving this. Now I will give git stash command. Now it will saved as a temporary file in Git extension. Now there is no change in my commit area. Now I will go to manage stashes. Here I can see whatever changes I have done. I will close this. I will create a one more stash. Now I will open file3.txt and I will do some changes in file3.txt. I'm considering stash 2. Now I will give git stash again now. Enter. Now it is stored again in stash area. So it is working like a push and pop instructions. Now I will give git stash list. It will show what are the temporary changes I have done in my git. So these are the two changes I have done. Now let's open in Git extension and we'll see what is there in Git stash area. Now we can see there are two stashes here. In case if we want to take one of the temporary changes to commit, either we can do it via Git extension or Git. Now I will use Git bash, Git stash, apply, stash, open braces, stash 0, open braces, either 0 or 1, whichever stash I need. I just need to give that. Press enter. Now I can see there are some untracked files. So whichever is in stash, it will come back to untracked area. Now I will use git add space dot. It will be staged. Now I will commit all these changes. Git commit hyphen m double quotes stashed commit. Again, close the double quotes. Now refresh the Git extension. Now I can see the stash commit here. Let's move on to some setting changes. Here there is a diff tool configuration. Initially we have installed a kdiff3. Now we have to put the correct path here. Go to program files in the C drive and select the kdiff3 exe files and apply OK. Let's move on to rebasing. Now we have two branch. One is master and another one is my first branch. Now I want to rebase on top of a master. So rebase current branch on, rebase iteratively, then give it. Now it will open my notepad. Now I have multiple changes. So I'm quashing everything and I am committing as a single commit. So still I'm facing some errors. This is like there are some conflicts in the files in two different branches. So here it is showing there is a problem. Now we will go to solve conflicts. Now we will open kdiff3. Now we have three different files. Now whichever changes we need, just to select it from here and change it to Unix and save it. Once everything is saved, this will be your final change in your file. Then you can go for a continue rebasing so that your future branch will come on top of your master. Now we can give a commit message here. Whichever commit message you want, you can give. Otherwise, you can put hash to comment out that. Now I will change this and I will give my latest commit. This will be my commit message. Then close this. It will continue do rebasing after closing your editor. Now you can see on top of master, my future branch came. Now let's move on to what is GitHub. GitHub is nothing but it's a cloud storage space. Now we will search GitHub and first we will do a sign up for GitHub and just continue with the Google account and you can select your Google account. I'm using text from scratch, my Gmail ID and give continue and it will come some automatic name. Just give whatever name you need and it will ask for some checks. Just solve that puzzle and give submit. Now your account will be verified and it will be created a new account for your GitHub. Then you can create a repository in a cloud. Now I will give my repository name as my second project and I will add some descriptions for my project. This is my second Git project. Then you can give private or public, whatever preference you need. And I will add readme file and you can give some basic settings here and create a repository. It will create a repository in cloud. Previously, we have done it in local. Whatever, everything we have done it in local only. Now we can see we are in a main branch. Now I'm adding a new file here, create new file and give file name as a git file one. This is my file name and I will add some text in my file. This is my git file one. Now I will give commit changes. Now I can add a description for that, and if I need to merge it in master, I can merge, or else I can create a new branch and I can push into that feature branch. So I'm creating a feature branch here, and I can create a feature branch name here. So I'm just removing this and I'm creating a feature name as my first branch and propose change. So it will create my first feature branch. After creating a feature branch, normally we need to merge it to master. So from first branch to main, we have to merge. For that, we need to create a pull request for that. So I'm creating a pull request to merge it to master. So click create pull request. It will merge from my first branch to master. Okay, now we are requested and it will show whether any conflicts is there or not. If there is no conflict, we can able to merge without any issues. So as of now, I'm not merging it to master. Let's see what is there in Git extension. How can we get this code it in Git extension? So come here and select my second project. It will open my second project, and parallelly I can open my Git bash and I will change my username similar to my GitHub username. I'm using Git Tech from scratch 14 as my username, and my Gmail ID is git config user email as uh, tech from scratch 14 at gmail.com. This is my user ID in GitHub. So I'm configuring the same thing, whatever is in it, whatever is there in GitHub. So it should be a same, so that we can track the informations well. I will enter here. Now my configurations are done. I will check this in Git extension settings. I will go for global for all repositories. Here we can see the changes. Now I will close that. Now I'll open my Git bash and I will paste SSH. I will create my SSH key for secure communications. So use this command and put your email ID to create a secure key for SSH connections. Take from scratch 14 at gmail.com. So after entering this, you will generate a key. Just press enter for everything. Give Y, give enter, give enter. So it is created a SSH key. Now I'll you can give this command to show the key here. Now copy this key and come to GitHub and open settings. Here we can see SSH and GPG keys. New SSH key and give the title name and whatever you have copied, paste it here. Now the secure communication is done by adding SSH keys. Now open my project in GitHub, select code, SSH and copy the link. Now come to Git extensions, clone repository, and it will be automatically pasted. Select the folder. Now you can give your GitHub password here so that the communication will be secure. Press yes and give OK. Now it will start download your GitHub project into your local. Now my project is downloaded here. Now we will open that project here. Now we can see all the changes whatever we have done in GitHub. It is reflecting in Git extension. Now we can see two branches. One is main, another one is my first branch. Before doing any changes, first we have to give fetch all so that it will fetch everything from the GitHub. Now we can see here there are two branches. One is main, another one is my first branch, which is same as GitHub. Now I will open my repository. Now I will create a new text file, file 2.txt. Now I can see the commits here, which are untracked changes. From now on, we don't need a git bash. We will do it in a git extension only. Now this is the untracked file stage, and we can give git commit message. My first GitHub commit. Now I can give commit. So all this commit happen in your local directory. You can see my main is in local, origin main, it is not updated yet. So what we have to do here, we have to push whatever changes we have done it in our local. So from local to origin, we are pushing this. After giving push, then only your GitHub will get updated with the latest changes. Now you can see both my local and origin main, both are in same page. Now I will refresh in GitHub. Now you can see my file 2.txt file is present in my GitHub. Now I will create a new file in a GitHub file 3.txt. Now I will add some message, my file 3. Now I will commit this. In my master only I will commit. Now in GitHub I have updated, but in local I didn't update it yet. So what we have to do here it is not updated in my local or in my Git extension. So I have to fetch all from the GitHub. Once fetch all is done, all my latest changes will get updated in my local. So here you can see my origin is updated, but my local is not updated, which is my main. So I have to check out my origin. So if I check out that, my local main will move to origin main. Here you can see both are in same page now. Now there are too many commits. I don't want to be multiple commits, so I can squash all these changes. So rebase current bench on and select yes. Now it will show whatever changes you want to squash. Just keep the first one as pick, remaining thing everything you select as yes, so that every commits will be squashed and it will be committed as a single commit. Now save, close, and you can give your commit message here. Comment every comments for each commit. Keep only one commit message. Now I'm commenting this. Now I will give my commit message here. My first commit and close, save and close. Now you can see my local only it is squashed and updated. Still my origin is not updated. So what I have to do? I have to push all my changes, local changes to origin. So there are 6 changes are there. I have to push all changes to origin. So push from local main to origin main. Now we have to give force push with the list so that it will be affected in GitHub. Now everything is pushed to origin. Now you can see both local and master is updated. Now we can delete the unwanted branches using delete branch. In remote also we can delete it from here. After this our branches will look clean and good. Just give OK. You can see. Thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe for more videos.